Hey everyone, how you doing? I've been thinking a lot about change recently and how there's so much change going on around us. There are different restrictions and different guidance rules that are coming into place. And we don't always like change. We freak out when things are out of the ordinary and when things aren't what we are used to. And yet at the same time, we love change. I mean, we look to change ourselves. Self-help books are the biggest grossing selling books of all time. And we look to all kinds of different ways to change ourselves, whether that's getting a personal trainer to help ourselves get fitter, changing our diet, changing our wardrobe. We love changing things. We don't like monotony. We don't like things staying the same. We love the seasons changing, the colours of the leaves changing. We've just had an incredibly sunny week here in the United Kingdom, which is a rare thing and a beautiful thing. And so we have this interesting relationship with change. We both love it and we hate it all at the same time. I think it was Craig Groeschel who said we don't hate change. We hate the way people try to change us. It's the way that people try to change, and also our often attempted failures at trying to change ourselves. If we're really, really honest, I've been thinking a lot about that, and the fact that so often when I've tried to change things in my nature, I have failed miserably. I've been thinking a lot about the word alter, and you hear about people having an alter ego. You hear about people wanting an alternative experience of something, and I was thinking about the interesting nature of that word and of that, even of that phrase, alter ego. And I was thinking about the fact that the Bible talks over and over and over again about coming to the altar. It says in Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, it says that we're to present ourselves as living sacrifices. Now, a sacrifice was taken to an altar. An altar in the ancient world was a symbol of exchange. Of course, it was the place where people would bring their sacrifices, but an altar essentially was the place where you would meet with the deity. You would meet with your God, and you would come in an act of worship, and you would say, "This is me, this is who I am, this is what I have. I give it to you. What will you give me in return?" I don't know about you, when I've tried to change and alter my ego is the Greek word for self. It's the word that is used to explain who we are, what we project to the world around us. When I've tried to change that in my own strength, I always come up short and I always fail miserably. And no matter how hard I try, my willpower and my personal strength is not enough. And yet the Bible gives us this incredible answer to the desire to change, and not just from the outside in. It's not by the external change of habits or by all of those different things, great though it is to look into all of that. It's actually something that happens from the inside out. It's something that happens when, as it says in the book of Corinthians, when we behold God's glory, we are transformed from glory to glory. We are changed from the inside out, and we become more like the thing that we behold. And that happens nowhere better than in the place of worship. And when we come to the altar, if we want to alter our ego, we come and we bring it to an altar. If you want to alter ALTER something in your life today, then I would encourage you to bring it to the altar, ALTAR, in your life today, and say, "Jesus, I give this to you. I surrender it to you. What will you give me in return?" And I believe that as we do that, those things that have such a sway over us and such a control over our lives, they begin to fall away. And they begin to lose their hold just as we come into the presence of God. That word presence in Hebrew, panim, means to live before the face of God, to orient our lives face to face with Him, to walk with Him and talk with Him, and to choose to be before Him. The face in Hebrew is a symbol of favor. So may you know today that whatever is going on in your life, whatever you feel needs to change, may you know that you are called to come boldly before the throne of grace, to come before the face of the God who loves you, who believes in you. And as we behold that face and that beauty, and as we come into that place of worship, we are changed from glory to glory to look like Him. So may we be altered today at the altar of God's grace. God bless you.